Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome to another 12 FPS here at the farm.
Woo!
I am Sorte, and I'm here accompanied with the wonderful Winona. Hi, Winona.
Ah! Hello! You're wonderful too. Hello, I am Winona. And today I'll be playing the little boy Mad Lad, who is very excited when Pepper sent him a letter saying, "Hey, Carminia's back! Isn't that great? When are you gonna visit?" Mad Lad was already dashing out the door, and then he tunishly came back. He's like, "On my way!" Goes and dashes.
Fantastic. There is I imagine this kind of just leaving a little trail, like when a plane a
Yeah, so yeah,
trail. Yeah,
there's a dust trail.
exactly. Thank you. That's trail. Um, Tell me, he rushes back to the farm.
Yes. He rushes back on Red to the farm because Red
Can
is
you
a
say,
little bit faster than him, technically.
yeah, imagine having to do all, I don't know where he is, but imagine having to run all the way. But he makes it, and he arrives at the farm, which is not really change, except for a very noticeable detail that he just sees straight away. The windows on the upper floor where Carmina's room is, they
Yes.
are open.
Mad Lad smiles and goes up and say and rushes to the door and I need to make a wisdom saving throw really quickly to see how in control he is. Since he already knows one thing. Yeah, there's no control as he slams open the door and he shouts, "Carmina!" And then immediately realizes something and apologizes. Like, "I'm so sorry, home. I'm sorry. I got very excited," and pats the door frame.
This baby, I swear to God. Um, there is no noise of movement, but it takes just a second. And Matlab hears coming from the first floor. He hears Matlab.
Carmina! And he rushes towards the voice.
I imagine him just barging in into her room.
Oh yeah, no holds
And
barred. Just barges into the room for a hug.
uh, absolutely, she is not in her bed. Um, she's actually like there is a little balcony, like one window, one balcony. It's very small. Like um, there is no space. Don't imagine there is a space for like a table or something. Like it's just kind of like a little bit uh, forward, but there is like this luscious drop of flowers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, imagine kind of like a wisteria type of flower.
Mm-hmm.
And and Carmina is kind of nestled in like a lot of blankets sitting on the floor right outside of this, a little bit with her back between the frame of the balcony door and the wall a little bit. And
Mm-hmm.
she's just she doesn't do anything. Like she's kind of like cell shock
Mm-hmm.
looking at Matlat.
Mad Lad is just already like tears just go flowing down his cheek. He's like, "Carmina!" As he goes over and hugs her.
And of course she opens her arms and hugs him. And it takes a bit for her to actually speak. But what she just what what are you doing here?
We are here to see you, as say as his voice changes slightly to Alexander as his like he looks up and one eye is silver, one eye is red with some like veins coming up his neck.
Oh, that's new.
No, she
She
knows this.
kind of
Is
like.
it? We had a whole remember?
Oh, right, right, right. No, no, sorry.
No, you're fine.
That's not new. That's not new. Everybody, forget what I said. She used kind of like cups. Um, their face. So, hoping you two are getting along.
Yes, we are. Alexander says with a little bit of cough and slightly a blush as Mad Lad just continues like to cry. She's like, yeah, it's like we've been actually getting pretty well lately.
I. She's gonna kiss them on the forehead, like mwah, full grandma mode, like a big noisy kiss on the forehead.
Mm-hmm. We are so we were so worried about you. We didn't know what happened or why you left. The only clue is that Holmes said that you were in argument with Lau, which Mad Lad sort of grimaces. He's like, okay, we may have pecked up a little bit, slightly, kind of. Alexander is like, I regret nothing.
You did what? Oh my god, did you got on a fight with Lau?
It was more. He was a coward. He was cowering on the floor. It wasn't much of a fight. Though he did get a shot in at us. We don't talk about that.
Uh, he. Okay, I really need to speak with him. I think Pepper was telling me a little bit about who has been sticking around, and I honestly I didn't believe that you.
We've been
I
taking care of your farm ever since you left, or at least when we think you left. But yeah, see, I've been mainly taking care of the beetles. I think Pepper's been taking care of the fireflies. I've been making sure Home has been happy as he pats the wall.
Yeah, she kind of looks at the wall a little bit like. Um, yeah, Pepper was talking about talking to the fire, but uh, anyways, the Beatles. They got you
Mhm.
big and brave.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can
We've
get
been
a little
yeah.
bit.
You say Mike, Fernando. Uh, what was the last one? Say Gary. Say they're all fine.
She kind of like laughs a little bit, like, oh, they have names.
Well, you never told me their names, so we made up names for them.
I like them. I like them. I think they can have a name and a middle name. What do you think?
Mad Lad smiles. Whatever works. Say we just been calling him Mike. Say Mike, Fernando, and Gary.
Oh, that's adorable. I I love the names. We are keeping the names absolutely.
Yeah, and Red, come on, come in. They say as Mad Lad turns around and there is. It's smaller than the adult stag beetles, of course, but there is a toon red stag beetle like poking their head in.
oh, stars above. Uh,
Don't be afraid. That's my new partner, Red. As Red comes in and looks up at Carmina. He came out of the ground
huh?
here at the farm.
I am more surprised he came through the door. She kind of like is the beetle in the room?
The beetle is in the room. This is Toon
She
logic.
she absolutely. I just feel like like the kind of like the squeeze emotion, and it just
Yep,
now
pretty
it's in the
much.
room.
Yep.
She lifts her hand to call Red over to pet
Yeah.
him.
Red is very happily skips over and indeed loves the pats.
A little bit of scratches.
Yeah, and underneath like his head is like is sort of like fuzzy fur. It's short, but there's like little fur.
So this friend of yours came out from the ground.
Yeah, here in the farm actually. He's a baby. And Mad Lad hugs him.
Absolutely. Look at. Hmm. Well, you do look really familiar, but I am not sure how did you came out of the ground, you little thing.
Red just blinks. They don't know either. They were just born, man.
I don't know. Do you know how you came into this world, man?
Mad Lad
I,
smiles. Also, I say the forest has actually been say doing well. There's a lot to tell, but I've become a full-blown ranger now with the help of the forest. Look, as he like sort of shows off his pendant.
yeah, I know. Like this is strange to say, but I kind of have been having like a very bad feeling about. It's difficult to explain. Never mind.
Well,
But
Alexander coughs. You're not wrong. I there have been the Demise Corporation has been trying to take over the forest. That's basically the long and short of it. Mad Lad nods. Yeah, bandits. I say bandits everywhere. Trying to chop down trees and everything.
it's probably worse than that. I've been doing a little dance with them even before they started construction. I can tell you about that another day, but no, no subtopics, no subtopics, not when you are showing me this little thing here, a ranger.
Uh huh. And Red's my partner.
I am so proud of you.
And also, look. As Mad Lad like he cups his hand and a little flame appears. I even learned some druidic cantrips.
Wait, he cups, not cuts, right?
Cups. Cups.
Oh, okay, all right. I was like, blood magic.
Not yet.
Um, um, mm, all right. Carmina kind of like looks shocked at this. Wow, look at you! Oh my god, you have grown so much.
Mad Lad smiles. Yeah, it's sort of a it's a again the forest helped me, but it it's a lot has happened since you've been gone. Though Alexander cuts in, we really want to know why you left in the first place. Alexander, I want to know. Please. If it wasn't Lao that made you go away, what happened?
is it's uh, even difficult for me to explain, but I just want you to know that it was not something I wanted to do. I how I don't know how to explain that. I just couldn't come back. I At first it was like I need to run away, and then it was something stopping me from coming back. And it was not something like, oh, I need to go out for tobacco, and it was like if there was a literal wall on my mind. I it's like I couldn't take a step back home. So I just kind of rolled with it until one day I felt that becoming less and less strong, and I could take my first step back. And then I had to cross the whole country back here. So
So,
yeah,
where did you go exactly? If you crossed the whole country, where the heck were you?
uh, well, there is this place, you know, Sleepy Empire, um, around there.
The what?
Uh, Carmina tries to think. Carmina
No,
without
no.
the formal education.
I said it in his voice, but you were mumbling a little bit. What did you say?
Um, so so
Ah,
check that.
Ghibli. I say
Yeah,
Ghibli. Yeah,
yeah,
Ghibli. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, Ghibli. So Ghibli Empire, kinda.
Kinda.
Mostly like absolutely over there. And there was I agreed to help somebody, and we kinda ended up like in a place in the Feywilds.
Mad Lad just freezes when he hears Feywild. Like you were in the Feywild.
Yeah, and then there was this really angry lady, and then there was this. A lot of time had passed, and then there were people, and there were names. I might have almost gotten people killed. There was like I have learned to not touch things too much.
Mad
Um,
Mad Lad nods. Alexander's like, well, that explains some things. What do you mean, Alexander? Well, the Feywild is a tricky place, and some a long time for them could mean a short time for us, and vice versa. Time works differently there.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I was with good people. I I have met really nice people that have helped me a lot. I'm really back here because I kind of survived that because of them, and I learned a lot about them. Like you are not the only one now learning to do certain things, and she kind of like she is going to cast Streetcraft. She's gonna reach. for a flower that is not yet open,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna open her hand and make it bloom in front of Matlat.
Mm-hmm. Mad Lad smiles and eyes are say sparkling.
But yeah, um, as to why I had to leave, I don't yet know. But I will talk with Rao and we will clear this up. Yes?
Uh, well, I mean, you sort of felt like very driven to go, and it's like it was more of a personal thing. I'm just like, I just didn't want to make sure we didn't say we again. We only had the genius locai's word since they heard your conversation, and well, apparently it was somehow muffled, which is weird. But I mean
The
they
what?
home your house. Uh, can Alexander roll an insight?
Yes.
Shoot, I forgot to open up his sheet. 1 second. All right. That's a 17.
Uh, 17?
Yep,
Damn.
17.
Yeah, she has absolutely no idea what you guys are talking about. And Alexander recognizes that even before when they were talking home and all of that, it was kind of like going over her head.
Alexander's eyes widen. You don't know, do you?
Um, I guess I don't know. I don't even know what I don't know. You
You
spoke to the house?
yes. It's a genius loci. It's alive.
Uh, I mean, I saw Luca wheel this place up from the ground. Like, I'm pretty sure this is just wood and stone and dirt.
No, no. I mean, yes, but no. Come here, come here. As Mad Lad begins to like pull their hand to leading them somewhere.
Uh, wait, I am not. And she's being like really slow into getting up.
Oh no. All right, Mad Lad wants to make an insight on that to see what's going on there. Oh, my little boy. My little boy. You don't insight shit. Well, you kind of insight shit, but that's a
Probably.
7.
Yeah. Oh wait, um, yeah, with a 7, Matlat just sees that Carmina is like really slowly getting up and kind of like it takes like a lot of effort, but he doesn't see why. Mostly it could be because she's still kind of like the blankets are still around her body, so he misses a few things.
It's like, what is a Alexander is gonna roll a secondary insight then because he's just like, he's there too. Okay, okay, that's gonna be a 14.
14 does get Alexander what he needs. Carmina is she's not wearing her usual clothes. They look a little bit more like conflict clothes. Still same color palette, but she's definitely on what it would be like her version of pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but Alexander realizes that under the clothes and a little bit, a little bit peeks over the collar of the shirt that she is wearing, um, and on her arms. Carmina is bandaged, and Carmina is looking pale in a way that is different from what she usually is. For a tone that she is basically just pure white,
Mm-hmm.
is looking pale in a grayish manner, as if there is like some kind of very thin smoke, a filter, something. It's as if her design is dirtying up a little, dirtying a little bit. She looks sick.
Yeah, Alexander's like, hold up, mad lad. She's, you're hurt. You're sick. What happened?
I tried to pick up a fight I couldn't win by myself.
I, jeez, I, I mean, I'm glad you're alive, but, um, we still need to show you this. Hey, Red, do you think you can help us out? And Red just smiles and chirps a little bit. And the group, I feel like a group strength check would help this.
Yeah. Are they just lifting her?
That with Red's help, they're basically
Absolutely.
Red is say all three of them are sort of just like Red's sort of on her back, but they're trying to also distribute the weight between them because Red is still a little bit small to is a little bit too small to carry a big person like Carmina, but he could like Mad Lad could ride him, so it's just like group strength check. All right, that is a let's see. Okay, that's not bad. For Mad Lad, that is a 9 plus. It's a 9 plus 4. For Alexander, alright, that's. Okay, that's not the best. That's a 6 for Alexander. And then for Red, I need to get a stat block. Okay. Okay, that's a Red makes up the difference. He has a 20 is a 19 plus 3 equals think 20 say 22. 22. The boys aren't really helping. Like Mad Lad's a bit stronger, so he's making up the difference with Alexander in his trying out because Alexander's sort of like using his powers to like stretch out his arms to say help her move along. But Red is the MVP as he like gets enough strength to like get her to the living room. Like you were carried by this red stag beetle to the living room to the heart of the fire.
Carmina está like, whoa, whoa, she gets put up on top of the stag beetle, and when Red starts walking, like, yo, man, be careful. I think a pot is not
Red can do short sprints of strength.
She's kind of like flat against Red, like, I'm gonna die. But yeah, no, she's fine, like, obviously, but she's kind of like, what's going on? I guess I'm getting kidnapped.
Yeah, Red say they take her to the fire to the in the living room, the fireplace, and Mad Lad and say Mad Lad pats the stonework. They don't have a name other than home. That's what they've been calling themselves. I feel like we can come up with a better name, but I didn't want to do that without your input because I didn't know if that was your idea for their name. But she's here. She pats the stonework. Though I think she's a bit shy. Come on, home. And he looks at the fire and is just like, say, it's okay. You can come out.
Carmilla's looking at Matlas like, cielo, cariño. Listen, I asked this to Pepper, but you two have not gotten into, like, the bushes with the tiny blue fruits, not the blueberries, the other ones, right? You haven't eaten any of the tiny ones,
Bad.
with the.
They shake their. No, no, we're not crazy. We haven't eaten any like poisonous mushrooms or anything. We or
All
is he?
right, all right, okay. Um, I'm gonna try. Hi, home. Um, a lot of people are talking about you, so I. It would be really nice to meet you, even when I have been living here for decades, and I have never seen you. The fire just kind of like um, pops and cracks a little bit, and Carvilla is just kind of like looking at Matlat, like, should something be happening now?
I mean, looks at the fire. Usually,
What does usually happen?
well, the fire sort of takes the form of a woman and she talks to us.
Are we sure this is not the ghost? Blue has a few friends staying over.
No, no, it's not Blue. Nor their friends. They say home is here, but I mean, like I said, she is sort of shy. She doesn't come out often.
Carmilla rolls an insight on
Yeah, he's telling the
Badlat and Alexander.
both of them are telling the truth, and generally it's like we've seen this genius loci take form in some way, shape, or form. Usually by the fire. It's just like they have seen this with their own eyes. They're being extremely genuine.
Well, maybe I scare her a little bit. Um, I'm sure she maybe will pop up later, or maybe it's the time, like maybe it has to be in a specific hour. Um, Maybe she's tired. Maybe she's sleeping. I
Maybe.
don't know.
Mm.
Okay. Um, I have not met this lady, but I promise I will keep an eye out for her. Okay.
Mm. All right.
All right. She's gonna roll an insight for the fireplace now. Like she's gonna squint at the fireplace. Like she just sees a fireplace. Like it's like, yeah, this is my house. This is my fireplace. This don't see anything changing here. Well, um, this could be a new thing. I will ask Tess. Okay. I don't know what Tess can do about this. I don't know why I thought about this.
Well, yeah. I mean, we were hoping that you two could meet, but well, looks like that ain't happening. But in that case, we need to get you back in bed. Yeah,
You know
you
what?
are sick. You are tired. You need bed rest.
I do. Do you want to wait for your friend in the sofa, though? You guys can put me up later. I have just been stuck in my room for like since I have come back.
Say Mad Lad thinks and Mad Lad Auxiliary think for a second. I think that's acceptable. Yeah, I think that's acceptable. As Mad Lad and say Mad Lad slash Alexander and Red help her onto the couch. There you.
She kind of like extends her arms to Madeline, inviting them back to the couch with her.
Yeah, Mad Lad say they crawl up on the couch and snuggle into her.
A bit of pets on the head.
And you
I
notice
actually thought
something because like you didn't real say you notice it now as he pets. Like usually when you pet Mad Lad's hair, it's basically dust, partially dust because he covers his hair usually with like gunpowder to make it look silver. No matter how much you're rubbing, there's no silver. There's no gunpowder coming off. His hair is actually gray.
she kind of like pats Madeline on the head a few times more, combs their hair, his hair, both of them hair, I don't know. And she looks at her hand, kind of smells it a little bit, like, oh my stars, you're turning into an old man.
Mad Lad laughs. No, I got I say I got a redesign. My hair is finally for sure silver.
Well, well, well. Look at that.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you sure it's
Say Alexander, can you back off? As Alexander is a sort of like leaves control for the moment, and he in the veins go disappear. His is a both silver eyes are like showing a Mad Lad's is a you can see Mad Lad's full silver eyes.
she grabs their face because I guess it's both of their faces. This is very difficult to talk about one body for two people. She grabs their face, like kind of like looking.
Yeah.
She looks impressed.
Mad Lad just smiles
You can.
happily.
He gets a little bit of like a cheek pinch, like a kind of like look at you.
Oh, yeah.
It's very weak though. Doesn't It's not a proper grandma pinch. It's more like
Yeah,
gently
yeah.
hold.
Mhm.
Um, Actually, I have something for you.
Oh?
This just a trinket I pick up on the way over here. So, and she's gonna roll hammer space.
Yeah.
That's a that's a D10, right? Yes.
Yep, you still make it, as long as it isn't a 1.
Oof. All right. She gets it from her hammer space, and she hands Madlad. What's no, where is it? Where is it? A glass dagger.
Mad Lad looks at this glass dagger and is like, ooh, is it magic? Like, it doesn't matter if it's magic, but it looks hella cool.
It's it's just actually something a friend of mine won for me on a little adventure we had.
Oh, that's really cool. And Mad Lad just is just looking at this cool glass dagger and is just like oohing and eyeing.
All right, just be careful with it.
I will, don't worry. as he
So
sticks
too
it into
much.
his hammer space to keep it safe.
And now I take it out of Carmina's inventory because this is something she actually got during. Oh, goodbye.
Nice.
But I'm happy about this.
Aw.
I'm sorry I couldn't get you anything else.
You don't have to. I'm just glad you're back. You are the greatest gift. As he hugs her again.
Oh, Fiero, I'm so sorry. Again,
As long as you're.
I don't want to cry.
I'm already crying, so it doesn't matter.
Listen, Matlab, Alexander, Red, um, where, who's been taking care of you? Like, because I know you have more adults in your life. I'm happy about that, but I just want to ask if you guys have other places to crash on.
We do, but this
Go.
place has also been becoming a second home for us as we've been starting to take care of it.
And this will absolutely always be your home. But something strange is happening, and I and you have been doing such a fantastic job. But I can feel it. I messed up by leaving in more than one way. And I was thinking that maybe it would be better for you two to be
Stop it.
safe.
Stop it right there. We ain't leaving. We're going to help you with whatever this is or whatever is becoming. We have already known ourselves to the public here and say the townspeople like us. Alexander pops up. Quickly, tolerate us at least. And Nyla sort of shakes his head to get rid of it out there. At least tolerate us. And say, we're going to help protect this forest no matter what.
This is a little bit too big.
I mean,
Cariño, we these past days I've been thinking, and I think a lot of people are gonna have to relocate if this goes the path I think it's gonna go.
we're a lot stronger now than you think we are. We'll be able to help you and handle anything that comes at us. But first, you need to just stop worrying about that in general because we need to take care of you. You need a rest. We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna make sure you eat. We're gonna make sure you sleep, and say we're gonna make you sure you're gonna be all better.
Carmina is going to protest, and her stomach rumbles.
Great timing, stomach. I will go prepare stew.
uh, mm, oh, you are gonna cook?
Yeah, I know how to cook,
Um,
or at least know how to cook at least good, really good stew. Everything else has been a coin flip, but I can at least make stew.
I mean, Pepper got me a pizza the other day. I didn't even know they could deliver here. Years of being an hermit, and I could have gotten pizza all this time.
I mean, pizza's good, but also a good stew will also help you heal. You can't have pizza every night. Well, especially when you're sick.
Nobody in this house is gonna listen to me while I'm sick, right?
Mad Lad, like, tries to think of an interjection, but he's like, yeah, pretty much. We're gonna take care of you.
Fine, but put the vegetables over here in case you get a nick or something, okay?
I'll be
I don't want
fine.
you losing it. I don't want you losing any fingers.
I will not lose a finger, Carmina. Besides, if I hurt myself, I got healing spells.
Well, I think I cannot be more proud. My kid is gonna end up being a doctor.
I'm not very sure about that, but I can at least make sure someone doesn't die. Kind of. Yes. We're just gonna put that. We're just gonna go make dinner. Mad Lad say gives her a kiss on the cheek before going to making dinner.
Repeat that again.
Mad Lad's gonna give her a little, let's say, a little kiss on a like grandmother kiss on the cheek before going to make dinner.
And like this, she has been defeated.
Yeah.
Um, do you maybe want to do a jump to another day?
Yeah, because all the rest of the night is like Mad Lad cooking the stew, which is a nice real brothy stew with tons of potatoes, carrots, and other earthy say vegetables with meat in it. And say he cooks it all up and gives it to Carmina.
That's adorable. Oh my god, this child.
Yeah, and
Um,
he makes sure to store the rest for later.
hmm. That's actually really good because she is actually having a lot of trouble cooking and doing basic things
Hmm.
because she's just so fucking tired.
Yeah,
But at some point, Carmina is gonna ask Matlat a very, very, very big favor.
yeah. Maybe it's been a couple days or so. Mad Lad has been doing the chores. He's been telling her what's been happening around the farm. He's told her like, yeah, I met almost everyone here. I have almost I've been in fights with half of them. One of them by accident, another by choice because we were sparring. That was Pepper. But is a he's been it's like, yeah, we chased down these bandits and we got rid of these bandits. There's also this weird little fish person is a in the stone statue over there. There's also this is a there's a say there's I forgot what I was about to say. But he's been telling her basically all the farm adventures that he has. He's like, oh yeah, Soul accidentally made a hole in the barn, but we fixed it.
Knew Sol wasn't fixing a hole. I knew Pepper was wrong. I knew Sol was the one doing the holes.
Yeah,
Um,
technically, Soul fixed it himself in a way, but we also made put boards
what?
on it too. He had this vine. He like did a vine spell or something, but don't worry, we actually fixed it with wood and everything.
I'm surprised the house is still intact.
Honestly, same. There's also this like also I've like been around the forest. There's this like little goat boy that lives say across the forest. That's really nice. Um, what else? Yeah, that's about. I feel like that's about it for right now. Other
That's
than
all?
like other than like we learned that the house was a genius loci and everything, and it likes talking. She's very sweet. I hope she does eventually warm up to you and actually talk to you. But yeah,
Carmina is Carmina is still confused and thinking it's just a group hallucination, but too polite to tell anything to the kid.
yeah.
That reminds me, maybe while Matlat is actually working,
Mhm.
maybe even when he's making the stew, Carmina has these days a little bit of difficulty staying awake. She's just that tired. She's killing in a way.
Mhm.
Maybe the fire on the kitchen starts by itself, but Matlat does realize there is a few movements like a knife that is about to fall doesn't. dishes are clean. The food is exactly what he's looking for on the first try.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mad Lad like smiles at all these like subtle things as he knows this sort of behavior from Genius Loci because he's lived in it one his apartment. His voice is like he knows that they're helping and everything.
My god, this child has so much experience on life and things. But yeah, that happens, and it's been maybe a few days. My dad is helping a lot, and Carmina calls him over and asks for a big favor.
Of course, anything for you, Carmina.
Can you take me out of the farm?
Where do you want to go?
Just out, just for a bit.
Okay. Um, let me get the wagon ready. Yeah, let me get the wagon ready. As he goes out to like
We have a wagon.
I assume that Carmina has a
Yes,
wagon.
yes, yes. She has. Yes. She has some sort of wagon. She hitches it to the to the Beatles.
Yeah, and that's what he does. He hits one of the adult beetles or two of the adult beetles, whatever it is. Like he hitches the beetles to the wagon and helps her to the wagon.
So who's this one? Who is this one? Gary?
Oh no, this is saying no. This is Mike.
Mike. Okay. Mike Cornetan.
So they actually do have names.
Uh, yeah, Mike.
Fair enough. I didn't know it's
Um,
cornet. I don't know what corneton means, but fair. All right.
so we can call him Mike and just say the other names are their surnames. It has been like a very formal relationship, but the one I have had with them until now, business relationship, you know?
All right.
What do you think about that?
I like Mike.
Mike is good. I think it fits. It fits this one.
Yeah. Bad Lad pets Mike.
Mike, who is a bug and has no conception of names or anything else, like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as I'm being pet and fed, I'm happy here.
Yeah. Yeah, Mad Lad is just like, I haven't really driven this thing before. I can do my best. I can drive water vehicles, but I haven't learned actually how to like do a carriage.
I'm gonna be honest, I usually just sit on it and Mike here just walks.
Oh,
Okay, so just let me try this, okay? And she focus, and she's gonna cast. I know I have it. Speak with animals.
yay!
And Matlat hears from outside. Um, he so sorry. Usually, I speak with animals. It's kind of like, oh, I'm speaking common, and the bug and the animal understands me,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
There is some kind of like maybe innate
Mhm.
to to Carmilla, but there is Matlat can also hear like he can understand Carmilla asking Mike Cornetan here
Mhm.
to please walk on a straight line to the end of the property and just keep walking for a bit until I tell you to stop. And Mike does because I don't think we have to convince Mike to do that. But kind of like layered on that,
Mm-hmm.
Matlat also he has like very distinctive chirps
Mm-hmm.
because he has been running along with Red for so long. Matlat recognizes as beetle chirps.
Yay!
Now, if there is anybody listening to this that happens to be an entomologist and now goes and bugs don't talk like that, bugs don't talk, I will fight you. Let us have this, man.
Yay!
And that's it. The bug just goes, and Carmina just kind of like slumps on where she sat.
Mm-hmm.
That's that more tying to what than what I remember.
I mean, you're not. You're still sick, so it's just like it's okay. And you like he leans on her a little bit in reassurance.
Thank you. It's just okay. Don't tell Pepper we are doing this, okay?
Okay, I won't tell Pepper. Also, I gotta go to the restroom really quickly. Give me like 1 second.
That's very quick. When?
All right, 1 second.
We are doing a little stop, a little stop, a little stop. We are doing a little break, a little bathroom break. Na 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 na. If you guys are wondering where I'm going with all of this, I'm just gonna let you know later on games. But we are going somewhere. Na 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 na. And I am so happy to get there and have so many evil DM thoughts. I've been bothering everybody about it. Oh, I'm so happy I took D&D as a hobby, man. And I'm talking to myself, to myself, to myself. I'm talking to myself. No, but yeah, there is a lot of things I want to try, and been listening to so many like podcasts and games about this stuff. Like I'm really looking forward to see if I can put. And I usually do things easier for myself. But anyways, feeling the void with noise, blah blah blah. So yeah. So yeah, what I was saying is that I just simplify things like a little bit, but I have so many ideas. Like people suffer. Mm. If
All
I
right,
sing
I am back.
good, because I was about to ask a very stupid question to the void. I've been talking to myself.
Fair enough.
I hope you use headphones because I imagined you like, leaving your table, not using headphones, and just hear me have a talk with myself. Like, oh yeah, I have these ideas, and I wonder if I sing, will that be copyright strike
Fair. But yeah,
with my angelic voice? What?
all right. You want to continue on?
Hmm. No,
Dang it.
I'm so funny.
Yeah.
You saw what they did. You saw what they did. Anyways, I disconnected. Disconnected. That was really funny. Um, yes. I think like Carmina, we were like Carmina asked my dad to just go basically to the forest to the edge of the property. That's what she's.
All right. That's fair. And Mad Lad just rides with her.
Okay. All right. Can we? Once they are there, like she uses another command, like another request. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Can you just keep walking on a straight line, please?
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely. As he helps her to walk.
No, no, with no, it's okay. Just with the bug.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. He just gets it just straight with the cart and just keeps going straight.
And she does that for a few minutes, and then she asks the bug to turn around, and they are back to where they started. Oh no.
Huh? What's wrong?
Well, we went on a straight line, turn around, and we are right back home.
Ah. Mad Lad is trying to connect the dots and it's just like, the forest usually doesn't do that, does it?
I mean, sometimes this could be. Um, just have a bad feeling. It could be nothing, but there is a reason why a place like this, which is not that far away from the city, is not so easy to find.
What does it look like?
No, no, I'm talking about this place. Like, we are not that far really from the city.
Yeah.
Like, there is a train, there is a train line and everything, but even then, well, people have trouble finding this place, or sometimes they get lost or like. So yeah, this it could be nothing, but it worries me.
Mm, dang. Like, last time, like, I can't commune with the forest like you do, but it's still, say, from the last time I communed with it, say, they still, like, felt strong. Like, they, say, created, I think it's somewhat created my little pendant here as he looks down towards it. But I, again, I'm attuned to nature, but also not at the same time. It's still a different sort of thing, you know? I'm more into saying the animals are sort of more what I am about. Also, I forgot to tell you about this a couple days ago, but I also, to on top of everything else about Lao, I accidentally stole one of his creatures.
What?
As Mad Lad gets out Snap.
Carmilla kind of like blinks and is like, "That's not from the forest. That's Laos, right?"
Yeah, it just followed me home one day when I went to see him once, and
You went to
I,
see Lao?
it was
Are you?
it was
Are
by
you?
accident. I didn't know it was Lau who lived there
Okay.
at the time. I was running from the cops.
You were running from the cops?
Yeah, I was having a fun day. But
Do
that's
you know what? That actually sounds like a fun day.
yeah, yeah. But Snap here, as the little Snapadil just yawns, say he's just been with me ever since. And I don't think Lau ever caught on to that. And look, he's my buddy now. I don't say he likes being with me. As Snap nuzzles Mad Lad, but that's besides the point. As he puts Snaps underneath his collar, his shirt. I
Well,
sorry, you go.
no, you go, you go.
But I want to help in whatever way I can.
Um, hmm. I am. You are talking about me communing with the forest. Do you say that?
Yeah, I want to help you commune with the forest. I just don't know how.
No, but that's what I mean. What do you mean by I can commune with the forest?
Isn't that a druid thing, or am I wrong?
Uh, she kind of like lifts a hand to her face and she covers her cheeks. You can roll an insight if you want.
Yes, Mad Lad will roll an insight. Unfortunately, that's a 10.
A 10 gets you enough to realize that Carmina is really embarrassed at being called out like this. Like, hey man, you're a druid. What are you talking about?
The Mad Lad sort of is like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend. I say that I didn't mean to offend you, Carmina.
No, no, it's not that. It's just uh, it's a complicated matter. Like I I don't think you are wrong, but I didn't think about it as communing with the forest in Madrad. It's a bit complicated. I'm sorry.
No, no, it's
I
okay.
guess I wasn't aware this was not a normal thing that just happened to people. But yeah, I know like the transformation thing, like the wild shape and all of that, and just by being out there and talking to other people, I might realize that some of the things I have learned, they are more than just silly old traditions, maybe.
Mad Lad nods.
I just thought until now that I was just taking them a little bit too seriously.
No,
Like,
you're fine, Carmina. I like your traditions. They're good.
well, I got a lot of stories to tell you if you want.
Yeah. And I
Like, did
sorry, you go.
no, she's just like, did you know that there is guardian beasts in this forest.
Guardian beast? Mad Lad looks very interested.
Yes, they say anybody who tries to harm the forest, they will have to face first some wild thing. They say its belt is white as the snow, and its eyes are red like a burning fire, and it
Ooh.
can change shapes. It can be a giant direwolf, or it can be a really dangerous spider. Sometimes it can even be very tiny thing, just tiny snake, and before you realize, ha! It attacks you.
Ooh. I wonder if these is a did is a do they make like figurines of these forms? Because I'm sorry, but I will admit now that I have been snooping a bit. After you left mysteriously, I tried to figure detective out where you may have gone. Didn't work, but I found some things like, and he's gonna roll hammer space. What is that? Okay, barely makes it with a two as he pulls out the bag of unstable figurines of power that he found. One of a snake, bull, wolf, cat, and eagle.
Oh my. Okay. You keep. Where did you get those?
I found them in your house.
Where in the house?
I forget exactly where I found them.
I found them in Augusti's room.
Augusta. He said,
One of
from
the rooms. You can say one of the rooms that were
one of the
closed.
rooms. And Mad Lad tells specifically which room.
Um, okay. I don't really know if those. Okay. Listen. I used to live with other people a long time ago. They had hobbies, and sometimes those hobbies ended up exploding.
Ah, Mad Lad looks at the figurines. I haven't tried these out. I haven't tried these out because even with my low magic, I could tell these are somewhat unstable, so I didn't want to use them. But I'm glad I didn't.
I okay. Do you want me to keep them, or do you want to keep them?
I mean, they're technically yours, as he hands them to her. And you may need to say they may help. They may help if they don't explode right away. If you need like
Yeah,
people
I
in a
don't.
pinch to fight the bandits.
That is true. Okay. I mean, they are. I don't feel like they are mine to give or take. I will ask you just one thing.
Okay.
Don't go into those rooms again, please.
Okay. As he puts away the figurines. I also want to say now that we're clearing the air, I also found this in their room. He takes out the weird druidic potion.
Oh my god, Madeline!
He's being honest. Like, look, I did this. I'm sorry that I went in there, but I did take some stuff out of curiosity.
Listen, I okay. So my friend Augusti, listen, I actually don't know what that is.
I don't know either. I just get druidic magic with it.
Uh, she kind of like grabs it and is she's trying to feel what it is, or like she
Yeah.
is tempted to open it, but she also knows that a lot of the things Augusti did, they just exploded, and she's kind of like, um, okay, um, you can try to use it, then see what happens.
I honestly think you should try to use it because that druid is a that's druidic magic. I feel like it would be better with you than me.
Okay, okay, uh,
I'm not saying you do it now. I'm just saying maybe when we get better, we can do some experiments with these things.
all right. I'm just gonna put it away, okay?
Yeah, and now I can delete
It's-
that from my inventory.
Great. I'm gonna add that to my inventory. I just +1 +1. Ha ha ha. Riddick thing I did not expect to come back to her. Ha 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 ha. I'm writing the ha 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 on the sheet.
Yeah.
On the character sheet. She she does kind of look remorseful at it and just like, I just gonna put it in my hammer space and forget that it's there.
I mean, it may become useful one day if you really need a pinch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. I just haven't gone through their things in like a very long time.
Yeah. And I'm sorry I snooped. I just. We were all so worried. I was worried that. I didn't know what happened to you, so it was just like. It was the
I know,
only other. It was the only. It was at least one of the only options.
I I understand, but listen, Matt, there is a lot of things in that house I just don't wanna see again.
Madeline nods. Okay.
Um, in those rooms, well, sorry, it's complicated old lady emotions.
It's alright. I promise I won't go back in the rooms again.
Thank you very much. Okay. Now, I am extremely tired, and I think I just want to take a nap for the rest of the day. What do you think?
I think that's good. I think this was a good little venture outside.
Thank you.
And Mad Lad helps her back into into the house and into her bed.
She is gonna offer Matlad. She's gonna offer Matlad to go downstairs and pick a book if they want to stay with her to, you know, to give her some company. And she is gonna offer to read them to him and Alexander,
Oh
any
yeah.
book they pick from downstairs.
Oh yeah. Mad Lad is gonna take one of the books down there, probably a fairy tale book, and bring it back up for her to read to him.
A fairy tale one. There
Whatever's
is
down there.
one. There is one about um, dwarven legends.
Yeah.
There is one about a little bit more about legends and creatures of the Feywild.
He's gonna go.
And
He's gonna go with the Feywild one.
okay, it's a little bit more of like a professional formal one.
Uh huh.
It's kind of like it could be like it's kind of like essay, big
Yeah.
very informative piece about like, well, if you give them their name, can they take it from you? How does it work? What is this? The little things we know about the Feywild. It's not really, like it feels kind of like a divulgation piece.
Yeah. And Mad Lad
So,
takes this to her. He's just like, okay, I know this one's gonna be weird, but I was pulled into some Feywild bullshit plot for one of my mentors.
oh my god, you too.
Yeah. He's originally from the Feywild, from the food court. Yes, I get the pun. It literally is a place where there's like food and stuff that is just delicious from what I'm hearing. There's some shit going down there, but I can't tell you technically all the details because then you'll be in danger too. But I need to know more about the Feywild. Yeah.
Listen, I was in the Feywild and it was a spa.
Look.
I can tell you that's nothing here.
Yeah,
But
Madeline.
you know what? I haven't seen this book in forever, and I think you are right. We need to know a little bit more about these things.
Yeah, it's
So,
just like Roquefort is say like he doesn't think I'm his like it's a complicated situation with him. Like can't really talk about
mhm.
it. But I do see him as like a mentor figure, kind of a father figure in a way, and he's taught me some ranger stuff. And say that's how I've been sort of getting better. But now
Mhm.
there's complications and I'm just trying to figure everything else, and I don't know how to do stuff because I don't know much about the Feywild. So, yeah, and he's just blushing in embarrassment.
Oh, my blood. Listen, I'm really happy you are getting such a big family, okay?
Okay.
And well, if it's so complicated, have you tried to talk to them? This Roquefort character?
Yes and no. He's afraid that I'm gonna get hurt and get way much.
Oh,
I mean, I sort of am overneath my head, but I don't want him to worry even more. You know.
I am started to worry that you don't like if this place ends up being the safest place you can be, I'm gonna be really worried. So I'm gonna just worry about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um
Let's read.
yeah, let's read, but I mean it's a little bit of advice. Just how to explain this without I understand wanting to be with your family through everything, but sometimes there are things that adults need to do by themselves. I don't know the situation, but I understand this Roquefort character. Like, I wouldn't ever want you to want to put you in danger.
I know, but I'm just I've kind of worried. sunk myself very deep into this. Maybe mainly out of fear of losing someone again.
They are getting hugged. They
Ma-
are getting hugged so hard right now.
Madeline is hugging her back.
Oh, Madeline, sometimes we cannot avoid losing people. And you will still, if life goes, you will lose some people too. But I promise that at least on my end, I'm gonna fight as much as I can to always come back to you.
I know.
And
As he hugs her tighter.
and I'm sure it is that mentor of yours has his reasons for that. But if you feel like that, just tell them. Have you told them? Him, them.
He and no, but I'll try.
Okay. Anyways. Book now?
Book now.
Book now. And she will pull the blanket over themselves, over herself and Madlat, put an arm around Madlat, and start reading a very, 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 very boring book about the Feywild. Madlat, roll me a wisdom save.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All
If
right.
you fail, if you fail this one,
No, I feel like okay. He actually does decently.
I wait. I will decide the DC of this because it's a really, really, really bad, boring book.
All
I'm
right.
gonna say, don't tell me what you got. You have to beat. Uh,
18.
I was gonna say a 15. Yeah,
I
an
say he rolled
18
an
beats it.
18.
An 18 beats it. So let's gonna see for Carmina. She's reading this, so she's gonna have to do also like a wisdom save. God damn it! I didn't remember that she has. Okay. Yeah, they do read. They don't fall asleep, but they go into it's a little bit late into the night, and Carmilla just like ends up falling asleep, but thankfully not because of the book.
Yeah. That lad probably falls asleep in, say, her arms.
The book is like really, really fucking boring. And just says maybe they just end up talking about something else,
Mm-hmm.
about their own adventures in the Feywild before they go to sleep, and they just take to sleep.
Yeah.
And as the camera kind of like pulls away, we see how the windows in Carmina's room just gently close
Aw.
as to not make noise. And that's it. We can leave it at here. What do you think?
I think so. I think that's a good place to leave it. Oh, it was
Well,
just soft times.
soft times. Well, everybody, thank you very much for listening.
Yes, thank you very much. I all hope you have a good time zone. Right.
And with this, we leave.
Bye.
Bye bye.